Question number 2. Diagram 1 shows two straight lines. Find the value of Q. Okay, so you notice there are two equations here. The first equation for this line and the second equation for the second line. So what we can do is to find the Q here. Q is what? Y equals Qx. Q is the gradient of the second line. Okay, so what we can do is we can try to find the gradient of the first line. And then you can use m1 times m2 equals -1. You can find the second gradient. So that second gradient will be the value of Q. Okay, so question is, how do we find the first gradient? So this is an intercept form. For those who might have forgotten, this is actually the intercept form. So one thing about intercept form is you have to know, let me write down here, you have to know that when it is in this format and is equal to 1, the value down here, this 6 here, will represent the x-intercept, and the p value will represent the y-intercept. Okay, so from here we can already find the gradient, because gradient is equals to negative y-intercept divided by the x-intercept. Okay, so negative, the y-intercept is p over 6. So what is the value of p? So the p is the y-intercept, right? So we can see that it crosses this point, which is 0, 2. So that means we know the y-intercept is 2. So in this case, p will be negative 2 over 6, which is 1 over 3, negative 1 over 3. Okay, so that's the gradient of the first line. Now if you don't know this fact, let's say you happen to have forgotten that the 6 is the x-intercept, p is the y-intercept, then the other way you can solve is by substituting this 0, 2 into this equation and then rearrange to find the value of p. So for example, we know 0, 2 is what? 0 is x, 2 is y, right? So you can do 0 over 6 plus 2 over p equals to 1. Okay, so this one becomes 0. So 2 over p equals to 1. So p equals to, you can just switch places here. So equals to 2. Okay, so that's how I got the p value as 2. Okay, now that is if you don't know this fact. Okay, but I said about the x-intercept, y-intercept. But if you already know, you can just straight away use that method. Okay, so now that we have found the gradient of the first line, we can find the gradient of the second line. So m1 times m2 equals -1. So the second line will be -1 divided by m2. Sorry, m1, which is -1 over 3. Okay, you just we can do it like this. -1 divided by -1 over 3. So what you do is you just flip the fraction, so it becomes 3, and then negative, there's no more negative. Okay, so this is just a shortcut. If m1 is -1 over 3, m2 will be, you just flip the fraction. Okay, so 3 over 1, 1 over 3 becomes 3 over 1, and the negative, you do the opposite. So if there is negative, it becomes positive. If it's positive, then it becomes negative. So in this case, m2 is 3. Okay, so m2 is 3, so that means q is also equals to 3.